New this morning, the state is in the process of setting up a grant to help you make your home more wildfire resistant. Hundreds of thousands of homes in Colorado are close enough to wildland areas that they're more at risk for fires than you might think. Anusha Roy is live in Douglas County for us this morning. And Anusha, this grant could help families who can't afford to make these changes to their homes.
Yeah, that's really who the state is really hoping to reach. You know, what they're talking about is what's called the Wildland urban interface. It's where you see neighborhoods jutting up right against open grassland areas like you see behind me, which is just one example of what that looks like. And honestly, we're seeing a lot of neighborhoods being built in these areas that are considered to be a part of the Wildland urban interface. In fact, last year in 2022, the state said that there were 320,000 homes that were in an area that was considered at a higher risk for hazards, including fires. They're only expecting that to go up from here because they're seeing anywhere from 1,500 to as many as 3,000 homes being built in the state a year. So state lawmakers, they were passing a bill to set up this grant for the very first time, and it's going to help with things like making sure your roofs are more fire resistant for homes that already exist, or adding more ignition resistant building materials. Same goes for your windows and doors. They said one of the simplest and the cheapest places to start could be the vents in your house and changing them out for ones that are more fire and ember resistant.
But there's always going to be those families that are living paycheck to paycheck, and they've got their dream home and they're living there, but they don't have the money to do any of these updates or upgrades. And that's where this home hardening grant's really going to take effect and help out.
So the fire experts we talked to said that it means that there is a way to safely build and live in these interfaces. We just have to help the families get there. The first $100,000 for this grant was just transferred to the Department of Public Safety in the last week. They are still working on setting the grant up, so they're really hoping it's going to be open to you in early 2024. You know, they said, and everyone acknowledged, $100,000 doesn't sound like a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, but for them it is just the starting point, and they're going to keep looking for funding so that it's available to as many families as possible.
Absolutely, and it's the little things sometimes that make a huge difference in the end. Anusha, thank you.